The brutal training and military genius of the ancient Spartan warrior elite. The warriors of ancient Sparta are legendary symbols of discipline, endurance, and battlefield excellence. Their society was built entirely around warfare. From birth to death, a Spartan lived for military perfection, not personal ambition. This created one of the most feared warrior elites. Sparta, located in Laconia, was isolated by mountains. This fostered a unique culture focused almost entirely on military strength. Unlike Athens, Sparta valued obedience, simplicity, and endurance. Its rigid social system, attributed to Lycurgus, produced warriors above all else. Spartan society had three groups: Spartiates, full citizens and soldiers; Perioiko, free non-citizens; and Helots, enslaved people working the land. Helots greatly outnumbered Spartans, fueling constant fear of revolt. This forced Sparta into permanent military readiness. War was a way of life. The foundation of Spartan military genius was the agoge, their brutal, state-controlled education and training system from childhood. At birth, Spartan boys were inspected. The weak were abandoned. Only the strong survived. Strength was not optional, it was survival. At age 7, boys were taken from families, placed into barracks. From then on, they belonged entirely to the state. They were trained to endure hunger and cold, fight without fear, obey commands instantly, and suppress pain and emotion. Food was deliberately limited to encourage stealth and resourcefulness. If caught stealing, boys were punished, not for stealing, but for being caught. Boys slept on reeds, wore minimal clothing year-round. Physical punishment was common and expected. One test involved flogging at the altar of Artemis, where youths were whipped publicly to test endurance. Some died rather than show weakness. At 20, a Spartan male became a soldier, joining a military mess group. Even after marriage, he lived in barracks until 30. Only at 30 did he gain full citizenship, if he survived. Spartan strength was not only physical, but organizational and tactical. Spartans perfected the Greek hoplite phalanx, a tight infantry formation where soldiers stood shoulder to shoulder with overlapping shields. Each man protected the soldier to his left, creating unity, collective responsibility, and near-impenetrable defense. Breaking formation meant dishonor. Spartan mothers famously told their sons to return with your shield or on it. Spartan soldiers were known for calm professionalism. They marched in rhythm to flute music, maintaining strict silence before battle. They retreated only under orders. This psychological control often terrified enemies. Spartan military culture reached legendary status during the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BCE, when Persian king Xerxes I invaded Greece. A small Greek force led by King Leonidas I defended a narrow mountain pass. For 3 days, approximately 300 Spartans and their allies held off a massive Persian army. Even after being betrayed and surrounded, the Spartans fought to the last man. Militarily, the battle was a defeat. Strategically and psychologically, it became a symbol of courage and sacrifice that inspired all of Greece. Several factors made Spartans exceptional: lifelong training, unity over individual glory, simplicity, and constant readiness. They trained from childhood and never stopped. Spartan warriors fought as a single organism. Spartans avoided luxury. Their iron currency discouraged wealth accumulation. Distraction weakened discipline. Because of Helot revolts, Sparta was always prepared for internal and external war. Despite their fearsome reputation, Sparta had weaknesses. They resisted innovation in naval warfare. Their population steadily declined. Their rigid system made adaptation difficult. Sparta eventually suffered a devastating defeat at the Battle of Leuctra against Epaminondas of Thebes. The Spartan aura of invincibility was shattered. Over time, Sparta faded from dominance, eventually falling under Macedonian and later Roman control. The image of the Spartan warrior continues to influence military culture. Their discipline and unity remain models of elite training systems. However, the Spartan system came at enormous human cost. Suppression of individuality, brutal treatment of helots, and harsh childhood indoctrination. Sparta achieved military excellence, but sacrificed artistic, intellectual, and economic development. The Spartan warrior elite was not an accident of history. It was the result of a society engineered for war. Through relentless training, iron discipline, and unmatched cohesion, Sparta created soldiers who stood at the center of Greek military power for centuries. Their story is one of extreme dedication, sacrifice, and strategic brilliance. Yet, it is also a reminder that a civilization built solely for war may achieve greatness in battle, but struggle to endure in peace.